Well, kumusta kayo mga idol? Ang ating mga panood sa video ito ay ang laban ni Jessie Ferguson versus Mike Tyson. Pero bago natin umpisa ng video ito, kung bago ka pa lang sa aming munting channel, huwag mong kalimutan mag-subscribe at pag-hit na rin sa notification bell sa all para lagi tayo updated sa bago natin i-upload tulad nito. Maraming salamat po. Pero bago natin umpisa ng bakbakan ito ay mag-intro muna tayo mga idol. Ating balikan ang naging laban ni Jessie Ferguson versus sa tinagurian na Ironman Mike Tyson at alamin kung paano nga ba hininto ng referee ang bakbakan upang hindi na lumala ang pinsala ng kalaban.
One entirely different prospect than amateur boxing, and it has been kind to Mike Tyson. Here we go. He is a fast starter.
One thing we should mention, Jimmy, before the action heats up too much, is this is a 16-foot ring. Very much to Tyson's liking.
Starting out, going to the body. A couple of those punches appeared low.
Missed with it and didn't go off balance. Always in position to punch.
First sign of aggression from Ferguson there, but he went back into the shell.
If form holds true, Jessie Ferguson at some point in that strategy of laying on the ropes will come out firing with the left hook. And if he does, and if he connects with Tyson's chin, we may have one of the questions that surrounds Mike Tyson's career answered. Pacing himself more at this point, Jim. Generally, he would rip punches with both hands without caring about what the opponent did in return. He has some respect for Jessie Ferguson's power. He is not letting his hands go with the speed and consistency that he did in his first 17 fights.
Gaining a little bit of confidence. Seconds to go in the round. Ferguson about to become the sixth of Mike Tyson's 18 opponents to make it through round one. We'll be back.
Two.
New York, Jessie Ferguson stepping out of his corner in the red trunks. The black trunks belong to 19-year-old Mike Tyson. Tyson's average bout to this point in his career lasted 2 minutes 58 seconds.
Ferguson has gone farther than the average Tyson opponent. As I mentioned, only the sixth of 18 men to face Tyson in his professional career to make it as far as round two. We apologize for the quality of our audio at this moment. We are on our backup audio line. We'll stay with you. Now we're told that Tyson getting through the guard again. And in that one brief combination, you saw the speed
of Mike Tyson, the thing that makes him special. Not just power, but he really gets the punch there quickly.
Would not try to wait Tyson out and drag him into later rounds where he hasn't been before. But it might not be an inadvisable strategy. Tyson only once has been as far as round 5. That was in his most recent bout against Mike Jamison. TKO early in the 5th.
And in that fight with Jamison, which did last in the 5th round, it seemed that Mike got a little bit discouraged. He was in with an opponent that just grabbed him and looked to survive, and he really didn't keep his concentration. It'd be interesting to see fighting the same kind of opponent here in Ferguson, who's not giving him very many punching opportunities, if he continues to stay on top and keep his concentration and keep in the fight.
Together through much of this action. And Jessie Ferguson, fighting defensively, appears to have made it as far as the end of round 2 against Mike Tyson.
3.
And Jessie Ferguson fourth fighter to make it that far with Mike Tyson. Good right. Saw Ferguson recoil.
He was quicker. Of course, perhaps Floyd Patterson was quicker, although Customato, who trained and managed them both, said that he believes Tyson may be quick as Patterson. But never a man with that build, with that much power, throwing punches that fast. He has not sustained it in this fight, but in flashes you have seen what has impressed so many people in his pro career to date.
You mentioned, of course, the relationship to Patterson. Both fighters groomed by the now late Customato. Their physical attributes are so dissimilar that there is really no direct comparison to style.
Three solid right uppercuts by Ferguson, and Tyson did not appear fazed by it. You might be able to see here that the fighters are fighting with 8-ounce Everlast thumbless gloves. The 8 ounces instead of 10 ounces would favor a puncher like Tyson, as would the size of the ring we mentioned earlier, 16 feet 8 inches the ring. The thumbless gloves mandatory in New York State in non-title fights. That flurry right there by Tyson, he did not sit down on his punches. He threw a lot of punches, but they were, for him, pity-pat punches. He's got to set himself. Once again, those are arm punches.
Coming to the end of round 3. Already is becoming an interesting and educational experience for Mike Tyson, though a fight, like all the others he's been in which to this point he is totally in control.
4.
Tyson now joins two fighters, one named Don Halpin, another named Mike Jamison, as the only two men to have made it this far in the professional ranks in the ring with Mike Tyson. In case you have joined us late, the man in the black trunks is the young phenomenon of the heavyweight division, 19-year-old Michael Tyson, originally from Brooklyn, New York, now lives in Catskill, New York. This will 10-round heavyweight fight between Mike Tyson and Jessie Ferguson. Tyson in the black trunks, Ferguson in the red. And coming into this round, Tyson has won all three previous rounds with almost dead certainty.
If there is such a thing as dead certainty in the scoring of a boxing match.
And you're here to tell us there isn't, I'm sure. Particularly in the first two rounds of the fight. This was the least active round of the fight.
Five.
And immediately following the bell, Mike Tyson delivered a right-hand shot to the body of Jessie Ferguson. Ferguson was quite angry about it. Some of you may have seen Ferguson's cornermen jumping into the ring, keep him away from unnecessary extracurricular activity. What?
And the second thing he's trying to do is be careful. Not to get in the way of one of Jessie Ferguson's left hooks. I think he respects Ferguson. And he's just not going to come in firing, leaving himself open as he was able to do against lesser opponents. the obvious punch right here is the uppercut. He turns around, digs right to the body, and then comes straight up with the right uppercut. Tyson has a tendency to turn left-handed. He turned left-handed to land that combination and dropped Ferguson, and I think really just accelerated the pace of the fight, turned the tide, and I don't see how Ferguson can fight much longer in that condition.
The winner by a TKO and youngest and new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Tyson.
Dito na magtatapos ang ating video. Maraming salamat po sa iyong panood. Walang sawang suporta. Ikaw, idol, ano masasabi mo sa bakbakang ito? Para sa inyong opinion, i-comment mo niyan sa ating comment section sa ibaba. At kung nagustuhan mo naman ang video ito, paiwan naman ako ng like at pasubscribe na rin sa ating munting channel. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Sama kayo na rin lang, mag-ingat. God bless. Bye bye.